flash coming out of spawn. P250 passed over to Frozen, and right out of the gate, Mouz is going to line up for an A-hit. It's going to be a bust out of Palace. D-Hut and Madden to defend. Ence's resources on the other side of the map. It's all on these two.
And it's silence for the moment, but Mouz's utility starts to signal this attack into the site. D-Hut at triple. Here's the steps, bounding towards him. Rolls out the USP and rolls out the red carpet. It's 2 kills onto JDC and Dexter, and Mouz have lost the bomb. This attack has not gone the way they hoped.
No, this worked perfectly, but Frozen can start to recover it with that P250. Exertion dropped. Oh, D-Hut, triple kill. Going for a little bit more, he's got a quad. Sunpias. Strengths of this team, obviously so much attention towards Sunpias, who comes into this as one of the top-rated players. Nerds as well has been excellent for Ence. But you look at the supporting cast, you look at guys like D-Hut, Madden, they hold their own. Sunpias gonna get some attention. The Alper looking for bonus money, plenty of opportunities to build up some cash. Oh, it's beautiful, exactly what you want, triple kill. And this one's over quick. Sending it towards Connector. Meanwhile, Mouz looking similar to the pissed around 4 players lining up immediately towards the A bomb site. It's only Madden to defend, the anchor. Nerds would be in support, so would Sunpias. But they'll be blocked off by utility.
And they're just waiting out that Palace smoke. Frozen sends the Molotov towards Madden. He must drop back. He can no longer hold his position close under the wood, instead takes default instead. And that smoke goes up to Palace, but look at the creep out for Mouz. They've already got their way through into a sandwich. Frozen. Oh, he's checked. Madden has no issue. Oh, what a flash with Sunpias. Madden with a second. And Sunpias is over here with the AWP. If you're Mouz, you're scared about walking anywhere near this sniper. And this is a fantastic hold from Ence.
Yeah, and Exertion had to pounce on the flank at the B bomb site a little bit quick, so Snappy gets an easy one. And the round falls apart, all thanks to Madden holding strong in the bomb site. Great supportive flash as well. Ence's defense looking real good in the early stages. Torji with a minute on his own against 4.
Was able to collect an ace on the B side of Ancient when all that pressure was on him, as he was a player that had so much doubt, coming out of a team that struggled to find an organization throughout his career when he had his stint in No Chance and brought through with the FPX times as well. Madden didn't really look like he was going to break through and raise to his full potential, but Snappy collected him. He brought him into the fold, and now we're seeing that pay off.
Yeah, we certainly are. I remember as well last night against FaZe, it's just to get in. Al's back to Deagles.
Maniac set on the desk. Mouz need Mirage. You look at Nuke, and it's hard to see a world in which Ence crack and crumble. And this is not the start Mouz would have searched for. It's going to be interesting to see how Exertion handles the grand final environment. The player with the most experience up here in these moments is Frozen, at only 20 years old. And Exertion hasn't really been phased by too much throughout his very short career so far on Mouz. And look at this from Frozen. Out towards ramp with the Deagle. He's waiting for a mistake. He's waiting for an overextension, and that's exactly what he'll get. Madden peeks and immediately dead.
Dang, that's a shot and a half.
Some brain freeze from Madden.
But
Torji's turn.
Ence is still lined up in middle. They still want to control this part of the map, and they've done a very good job stalling it out as long as possible. Out Nerds is going to equalize things into a 4-on-4. Torji's AK-47 still hasn't rung out.
And now it has. Frozen is trying to get deeper and deeper, but Nerds comes through the top con smoke, and Nerds is dishing out death. Collects 3 souls, and Torji's time
for the up. But full utility for the attacking side and 4 AK-47s as well. JDC looking to probe and challenge. Now Mouz spreads out a little bit more. It's not a blanket call out of spawn. They want to investigate the map, and D-Hut's going to get the first kill.
Yeah, D-Hut double fast, heads into top mid. And they can just fall back with that now. They can go back behind the cover of the connector smoke. It's on to Mouz to make the play back, to find that answer.
This is a style that made Ence look so impressive on the 3rd map last night against FaZe. The 5 overtimes on Ancient is the fact that they were willing to get in your face still. No matter what stage of the game it was, they're going to push up, they're going to disrupt, they're going to cause chaos, and they want to take away all your options.
D-Hut, oh, another one right through the underpass, over the top of the smoke. It looked like he was getting a second. A fantastic trade from Exertion, but that's all he'll get, just that one pick in. And they are destroyed again here, Mouz. They can get nowhere. They try to commit, but Diha's in the connector. He starts the round at top mid and then gets back. And you talk about this aggression and willing to be free-flowing from Ence. It's that quote from Snappy that I always remember he gave in an interview where he said, you know, if things aren't working with the rushes, we rush more. We get more aggressive. And that's the solution it has been, and we've seen it so many times.
Yeah, that sounds like Snappy. That certainly sounds like his style and what he likes to bring to the table. I mean, for Mouz coming out of a timeout as well, this is a catastrophe. Once again, just no success whatsoever in this tactic. Nothing to be happy about, nothing that they can bring forward. So Frozen's going to spend the rest of this round just chilling. No point in trying to attack into things. There's not even an op to recover. So Ence get up to 5. Mouz still blanked. A goose egg on the map.
And with young players who really want to get off that goose egg as quickly as possible, there's not a lot of only you see. You're actually at the end. You're at the finish line. And then that starts to hit your mind.
Yeah, sometimes it gets harder at that point when you realize it's actually possible. When it's actually within your grasp, the pressure returns and comes back. Mouz need to dig themselves out of this hole. 0 to 5 in a deep angle for Sunpius. This is the call out of spawn and execute towards the B bomb site with pistols.
Mouz need to dig themselves out of the hole, but Sunpius is about to dig them a grave. The AWP is waiting for them, and they will eventually round that corner right into the inevitable AWP of Sunpius. He'll drop into the side, calling for help to come on through. Snappy will be the closest receiver, but it's Sunpius that doesn't even need it. The Spanish snipers come to play in the grand final, and Diha's there to help him. Just Torzy, they get nowhere near the B site. Ence have come to play in this final.
In round 6, averaging 1 per round. No matter what tactic you call, it's going to fall flat if you're not getting the frags, and Sunpius delivers yet another opening.
And Mouz again wounded right from the beginning of the round. Torzy will at least fight back. He'll at least throw something into it. But Ence are in the better position, superiority in manpower, and Sunpius is senior in terms of JDC. He'll just peek down into the underpass and continue to slice them open.
Yeah, but this is open space now for Frozen. At least you're here in this 2-on-3. At least you've got some players down. You're going to force this defense to move and shift, and Frozen can go to work. He's got space. This is the jump, which is a bit awkward. But Torzy with the bomb is coming over, and he's got an op of his own.
Re-smoke out towards top connector.
Oh, look at the flank. They've wrapped around. This has taken so long. Snappy's so close. Nertz is going to be so close as well. You might expect one. You won't expect the second.
And Sunpius is being called to change his position to make sure that they can't get through jungle to B, but they commit to that side. They commit to the plant. And here comes that flank. Torzy digs deep, considers his next option, but he's got to worry about Nertz and on the rifle coming out of Palace, ruling from above. And he hasn't seen Torzy just yet. Tucked in towards the boxes, biding his time, waiting for his opponent to come into his crosshair, but now he knows he misses that first shot, and that is the death sentence. Nertz comes over the top, denies any space, and that is 7 rounds in a row for... You can't help but notice how comfortable Ence look up there on the stage at the moment.
They had a lot of time on it yesterday. Very familiar with the stage at this point.
You push your pressure to the extremities, right to the top level. Exhaustion, I'm sure, at certain points for those players yesterday. You increase the capacity to deal with these. For Mouz, no slouches, removing number 2, world number 2 heroic fall that fell at their hands yesterday, and they're going to try and get into this. Exertion's pushed down in towards the bottom of window. Once again, Mouz start to shift towards A.
These plays haven't worked. These 4-man executes on the A bomb site with Exertion lurking. They have, I mean, obviously yet to make anything work, but these ones have gotten absolutely battered, and now it feels like there's even more defense than normal for Ence at this bomb site. It's not just Madden, it's Sunpius with the op as well.
Oh, good flash, but it doesn't matter. Still wall blinded. Sunpius connects, and it is Madden inside of the sandwich. Still undetected, and now swings for the fight. Frozen will best him in that duel. And Sunpius, well, too much shown around the corner, too much of a tip, and he is spammed down through triple. Exertion activates from that lurk in middle, and finally Mouz coming together. A far better round put together, and it's just Snappy running towards CT. He'll be starting this round towards ramp yet again. He's looking for that sterile peak, the peak to come towards him, but it isn't there. The chance hasn't presented itself. So he'll just maintain position.
More mid-control and more aggression from this Ence defense, and they're not going to give it up. If Mouz want it back, they're going to have to come fight for it. Diha at top mid, Nertz looking towards the underpass. Sunpius able to swing and respond to whatever, and a missed window smoke.
Smoke goes out, and they're going to try and use it here, Mouz. There's a T-smoke down there, Mouz's own design. It's landed in front of the underpass, and Torji, that was the shot, that was the opportunity from Palace, but he doesn't land it. He doesn't make it stick. And Sampaius right onto Dexter once again. Devastating effects being shown by the sniper of Sampaius, and Diha elevated in the window, drops on down, just a single kill before he's traded out by JDC, and Frozen released on the flash, and this is exactly what you need from the young veteran. The kills inside of the site making a difference, and JDC, he slipped the net, he's got through the smoke undetected, and Nerd starts to consider that. Has that happened?
The bomb's down at A ramp though. This is actually going to take a little bit of time. It's allowing Snappy to shift over. Oh, this extra time spent by Mouz could be a disaster, but it's Frozen again.
There's no way that Nerds will be able to get into a position surely to win this with that smoke up, and they know exactly where he is. They'll send those bullets through the smoke, but that is Mouz with another.
Can really close this gap, and Mouz will springboard back into this game, into these grand finals. Window smoke out. No mid-aggression this time from Ence, and Sampaius still manages to find one.
Dexter's going to try and get it done. That's his first kill of the finals. And he's had some massive performances here in Dallas. And Yanko was saying the last time they played out in Rio, Dexter had a good game. He had one of those standout performances. You got to see some of that from him today. Maybe that'll get him more into this. Sampaius, so dynamic, has been brought over to B.
That's a cool, bold play from Dexter just to kind of challenge and find a 1v1, especially when the op rings out towards mid. You're like, all right, I got like 5 seconds maybe where I can find a single player on his own, and he drills Madden.
We are watching pure art from Sampaius at the start of this game. 13 kills to his name, and that was a chance, but it's not taken.
But even if you miss the shot, it's the impact of having the op in multiple positions, and Mouz has got to be questioning for Dexter. It's got to be so complicated and so difficult to figure out where this op is staying when Sampaius gives you all these different looks. Impact just by influence.
"45 seconds remain in this round. Nertz is gathering info from his short position. He'll watch them creep up the con soon, and Diha is the first player to swing out, and that's all that's needed. Destruction yet again from Diha, and Snappy from under the wood goes into JDC. He's got the right idea.
No presence in middle for Mouz this time, just the standard utility being sent out, just keeping Ence honest. But they see nothing as they swing off catwalk. Dexter and Frozen lining up outside the A bomb site. This is potential for a fake. 3 players, including the bomb, over towards B, so Dexter, he needs to get a kill. If he can't sell this with a frag, it's not gonna matter.
Oh, Snappy. He's been caught by the fake yesterday. He doesn't want to get it done this time. He is honed in, he is ready. And Snappy sends the bullets through the smoke. Madden helps elsewhere, and this attack looks weak for Mouz. They're dribbling out into the site, and Snappy does get caught. Zershin hops out of the window, but Snappy relies on the help of Nertz to come back from short. Trusty Nertz. He'll throw the smoke out to keep himself alive. And Torji and Frozen need to dig themselves out of this. Torji is desperately looking for that kill, but nothing is presenting itself.
He's got the bomb too. He's gonna have to make a decision, maybe drop it over to Frozen, but you want someone to keep the high ground. So Torji looking for a mistake, but look at how good Ence is at not giving it to him, so he goes and finds one.
Yeah, he forces his way into that engagement, but it's still a tough road ahead of them. 35 seconds, bomb not down, and the player advantage for Ence. As soon as they hear that plant, they start to activate. Diha will send himself in from market, and Sampaius is ready for that swing, ready for the aggression. And Frozen sits behind the truck. The first kill is his with no issue. The missed shot from Sampaius, it's sent on past him. Frozen's looking for a second opportunity, but they could have got anywhere, and they have. Madden, shielded by the cover in the site, moves out to the blind side, and Frozen. So many players you've got to figure out how to stop right now. Diha and Sampaius have been in their nightmares.
And at 2 different times of the round, Sampaius incredible at the openings. Diha just seems to find all the critical double kills.
Big control set up for Ence again. They got Nertz peeking out from below the connector, and that was the opportunity for Dexter, but he doesn't capitalize, and now the nades go in. Oh, they airstrike him right behind the boxes at top mid, and now Nertz, he had to peer into the underpass. Exertion was hidden away, but he now peeks. He sees the timing, and he goes on in. He's not stopping. He gets a second. It starts with his countryman, and it lands on Madden.
Yeah, well now it's Diha's time to step up to the plate. This is where he's done some of his best work in this map. Smoke clears. Oh, just narrowly misses the chance. Low health. Would have been easy. Sampayas with the AWP is still perched over at the B bomb site, and he's going to start shifting as well. A gamble coming in from Ence, an educated guess to stack up towards the A bomb site.
And it's Snappy on A this time. We've seen his B setups be strong, but now a position found on the default boxes of A, and he's got his trusty sniper here again. Sampayas doesn't miss those. Bomb down, and he even lands that shot on Torzi, crossing the Tetris. And it will start to pile up for him. Torzi has to stop it before he hits the roof, and he'll drop away. He sends the util out towards Khan, but in the meantime, JDC's moved through that exact position. Snappy undetected in the darkness. He's born, molded from it, and it's the kill in below the wood. There's no issue for the side of it yourself, but they haven't really got close to it.
No, and they've used 3 timeouts trying to find it, so we're kind of at the last chance here for Mouz to keep themselves in this first map of the Grand Finals. Pistols, some utility. Exertion runs an aggressive route down middle, around the smokes, trying to create an opening. He's got a MAC-10, and sliding in behind the Molotov, and he's gonna clear Diha out. Easy kill. And he's found some access. This will split the bomb sites. The defense can't really join up and connect together. Snappy and Nerds got everything to do.
Snappy, he's been unshaken at times on this B site. And once again, it's the same story. Snappy dishes out 2 kills, and Nerds out his short side. He does get overrun. Dexter comes back in. Maybe there's a bit more here for Dexter. Maybe he can show us something. He's in the site. He's got his teammate with him, Torzi. And Ence are far away from this. Sampayas in. Moving swiftly up on these boosts. It's going to be a long way off before Ence do arrive back, but they're just letting Madden come through from the apartments with this MP9, and they haven't checked him. They haven't spotted this, and no one's even looking towards him. Dexter's preoccupied with this rotation from Sampayas. That is the main play you got to look for. And Sampayas will peek in, but here's Madden. He's back. The Montenegro monster with the MP9. Madden, what are you made of? The MP9 at that range, it should not get them. To an MP9 in the 1 versus 2. Heartbreak for Mouz at the moment. Madden is looking to be the first Montenegrin player to lift the IEM trophy. And this week we have seen a lot of his country people being very proud of his representation here in Dallas. This time Exertion opens up again, but we've seen him get these opening kills and them still turn in Ence's favor.
There's 3 players in conference. I imagined we would see some kind of a pounce, but yeah, I think they missed the timing on it. They didn't really look too convincing in terms of swinging wide, so now pressure towards A, but oh, Torji's caught out in the open. Madden can't make it all the way to the bomb site. Sampayas a rare miss, and they must take advantage of it.
Smoke's left a big gap towards jungle. You still have to worry about that if you're Mouz. You'll commit some resources to have eyes on that. But in the meantime, JDC puts the bomb down at default. There's not really anywhere else he can go but play the exact position that he finds himself in upon the plant. Snappy and Nerds have a Molotov and a flash to attempt this retake. Mouz sink their teeth deep into this one. They cannot let this slide. If they do, this first map of the grand final is pretty much over. And Nerds stands on the stairway, blinded and fended off. Mouz will collect at 3rd, and Nerds realizes there's not much he can do here. He'll slip back down the connector with the AK in hand, and Mouz break through at least for another.
Breakthrough for a 3rd, and also break the money from Ence, unfortunately.
Ence come into this with a few pieces at play. 2 rifles, and a mid-play from Nerds. He sends the AK right in. Exertion is starting to get the better of him in these mid-fights. Ends start to fall. Diha hasn't seen anybody commit through the connector, but Diha has been the impact player.
Oh, misses the chance here. Now he's known as well. Torji finds another one. Mouz have done good work when they can open up the round and find the early kills and get themselves in open spaces. It just hasn't happened a whole lot throughout this half. But at least here, they can go into the break, they can go into halftime knowing they've scraped a couple together right at the end.
Snap, you'll
showing you exactly why. Fantastic work in the opening half. He's also Ence's best rated player on the offensive side of things, so don't expect it to slow down. Mouz have quite a job to do, and it all starts here in round 16. Torji's gonna push up towards top mid, getting his team an advantage of information. And Nerds is walking right into trouble. Oh, but he somehow wins it.
Gets himself out of that trouble without issue. And now comes the attack towards B. JDC cannot do anything here. He cannot fend off this attack. They will penetrate the site, but the bomb has gone down, but JDC proves me wrong from short. His two fantastic headshots, and that is sublime, but the bomb will be recovered and put down.
Look at what JDC's provided is an opportunity for Torji. A window of opportunity as he comes in on the flank. Nert's not expecting it just yet. Oh, and he can't recover this time.
A chance now for Torji to show what he's got in this final. So much criticism around this player, but he's got a second in, and Diha.
That's lovely. Shout out to the production team, the whole event. It's been wonderful. The guys you don't get to see putting in all the hours and all the work.
Now look at the buyback from Ence. They lost the previous round. They have lost their head at the start of this one. It is Madden gone. Torsi delivering kills with the turret. The AUG comes into the grand final.
Okay.
It comes in a big way. Ence do not have any fight in this one.
Yeah, this round felt like Mouz came in with some attitude, a chip on their shoulder after getting battered in the first half. Let's see if they can build that up into a critical mass. Dia's the last one remaining, and he's got nothing to do. 16 health. This round is going to go the way of Mouz, but it's the way it's happened that makes you a little bit excited.
It's just Eagles now for Ence.
Yeah, this should be pretty straightforward. Although Dexter alone at the A bomb site for the moment could be a chance, hiding in dark. Sunpius and Nert's gonna walk up ramp. Torji's back with his AUG at the perfect moment. A clean headshot.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he's gonna build on it now. Show it off.
A bastion he's becoming with that turret in his hands. And Snappy spotted win this one. Here comes the A play for Ence. Utility straight out of spawn, but no commitment just yet. Waiting through Palace.
Mouz tried this very same tactic, a three-man bust out of Palace. It didn't work, but let's see if Ence can give it a shot. Frozen waiting and biding his time. First kill is his. Oh, can't follow up, but Dexter's here to pick up the pieces.
Well, the bomb is dropped, so they'll have to pick that up from Palace if they even want a shot at this, but it doesn't even look like they're given that opportunity. Ence run the play. Snappy is just dismayed because this one does not pan out exactly as he had planned. They don't even break through at all.
Yeah, there's not enough kills to give him any kind of a seam to exploit, any kind of gap in the defense to shift in.
Snappy, here's Torsi running towards him.
Yeah, that's some of the loose play that Mouz has come into the second half with, kind of overextending, biting them a little bit here as Torji's just running around wild.
There's a minute left. And two of the CTs are going towards B, and the bomb is currently positioned at Palace.
Again, this is a little bit of misdirection on the defense. It puts a lot of pressure on Dexter to stay alive inside the bomb site, but JDC and Exertion coming around towards Catwalk. If you're Ence, you're thinking they're going to be protecting the bomb. This might catch you off guard. Oh, there it is. Double kill. Good at creating chaos and taking space.
Whoa. Gets hot and heavy for Madden straight away, but I don't know if Exertion is going to be ready for this. Madden's already so deep out to the left corner. Exertion will retreat in time because there was a moment there it looked like he was about to be perished right off the server, but he's put himself back in towards the connector.
Yeah, timing missed. Madden could have had a free kill, but obviously no way for him to know it. Here's the AK sliding
now
up.
he will. Now he's going to go down. Madden seizes that timing. Here's the utility being thrown on out and just jumps on the chance. Madden gets caught, the light in the window gives him away. Frozen had eyes on it, and JDC's aggressive maneuver has not worked. Ence came to this round with one AK, one hero AK for Madden, but now they have much more. They have a chance, they have a dream to win this round, and it is now becoming reality. Mouz can do nothing about this B play. Ence have broken through.
That's exactly it, the elements of danger. Madden provides a first with the AK, but Sunpius, a stunning drilling of JDC's push, and it all comes crumbling down. That'll stop the momentum. Finally, the streak is ended. 6 in a row comes to a stop, a cold stop, as Ence take a 4-round lead.
Orji will cower away, keeping this AWP in his hands. Not given really the opportunity to deliver with it in this round. And that's what you need when you have that hero AK. When you give it to Madden, you know if you're Snappy, you can trust in him to go.
50, Snappy and Sunpius in middle, a boost up to peer deep down towards connector, sees nothing. Torji's up at the top of A ramp.
They want to try and get him involved. So he searches for the ramp walk, but no one's come his way, and Sampaias' boost hasn't delivered the kill he wanted either. So run boost this time, speeded up, flying through the sky, and now he's got eyes on window. And it's passive from Mouz. They let Ence have this mid-control.
Wants to aggressively peek over the con smokes into the A bomb site. Give his teammates some cover. Frozen is waiting in ladder room. Could be oh so dangerous. It's Snappy with the AK, but Sampaias is going to be the one to clear out ladder room. Snappy comes in. That's bomb dropped. What an important exchange.
Oh, Madden once again. Bone-shaking kills coming in from Madden, and that opens up connector. Torzy's all brings out, and he starts to shake. He starts to wonder, has he got what it takes to hold this attack?
He knows he's getting blocked in. He knows he's getting cut off by the AWP of Sampaias as well, so he cannot re-peek.
His comfort zone is shrinking with every second that ticks on. He tries to deny the plant. Diha will defend it. JDC once again lines up the double, but it is all down to Torzy. Months of negative results, a decline in performance, but these are the moments that matter most, and Torzy has clawed his way into the clutch. The 1v1, but the wraparound. Torzy, he's not reading it, he's not looking the right way, and has to go to the 10 seconds. Everybody else has the weapon of their choice. Sampaias attempts the mid-opener. A tale as old as time for Mirage snipers. Torzy arrives late to con, he won't see anybody. Diha up in the apartments. He will now sit comfortably in that kitchen and wait for any aggression that JDC has actually thrown into the mix a few times. This round comes to a standstill as Ence prepare the utility from mid. Comes a response from Mouz. And the fight in the apartments, it's JDC that erupts out of the silence with the first kill, and Ence charge up through short. A 3 versus 3, under a minute, and Snappy's through the gap. JDC seems to be aware. Snappy, is he gonna look the right way? He won't, and JDC comes back. An important kill in the final 45 seconds, and has put Mouz in a favorable position. Sampaias he can pull it, but he won't. He had that chance, but it slipped through his fingers, and it is Nertz. And a 1v1 fight actually on this B site. If he gets that kill and now slips into the side, maybe there's a world in which he wins this.
He's got time. He's got plenty of time after the plant. Dexter didn't want to challenge quick. He's waiting for Frozen to come over, so 2 points of attack. Excuse me, make it 1. Frozen is going to join up with Dexter on catwalk. Nertz, the biggest clutch of his young career.
A moment he has dreamed of, to be in a clutch scenario in a grand final on the Intel Extreme Masters stage, and they're coming in from the same side. A million thoughts whirring through his brain, considering all of the different avenues of approach, and Dexter offers himself up first. In the state of the star, Nertz is looking to shine the brightest, and
a 6-round lead.
And that has shattered Mouz. That has put them on their last legs. And Sampaias looks to sweep Dexter's legs from beneath him. But it will be the MP9 that overwhelms Sampaias, but Dexter surely dies in just a moment. He has no idea that Diha is above him.
A good find, but also you have to say for Dexter, even though he goes down in a 1-for-1, that's caused a little bit of mayhem on the map with that kind of a push. Might be difficult for Ence to read what's coming. Frozen is shifting over. JDC is pushing up, but slowly creeping in. Exertion grabs a headshot, and that might force Ence back from this hit, but they're running out of options with JDC's flank.
Oh, the Tig allows the Deagle to be potent upon the body shot. Diha will try to muster enough strength to get out, and Nertz surely not this time. I mean, they're weak on utility in a few players, and also a MAC-10 and a Galil.
Yeah, you'd think that'd be a weakness, but also, I mean, it lends itself over to Snappy. These are the rounds he loves to call. These are the rounds that have made Ence so dangerous over the years, these scrappy low buys, and his ability with the MAC-10 to create openings. JDC is going to have to be on top of his game.
Madden, look at this. He's actually got the chance, but Dexter reacts in time. And Ence searching for their 15th round, searching for map point. They're trying to break through the apartments. JDC's at the bench. And the Molotovs both neutralized by the smoke, but eventually JDC himself is neutralized from the round, and Snappy calls to buy. He calls for that quick play into B, and they're about to grab map point, unless Torsi and Dexter find a way back.
You gotta go for this. You got one kid on Dexter. This was a 3v5 that Ence have brought back in their control. A post plant, and now the first move in the retake.
The smoke goes out deep, but it's only favored Diha. Dexter now down, 15 rounds found, and Snap
Close this out.
And look at what Mouz have brought to the party in this final moment, the breaking point. Zershin's gonna head down in towards underpass. He's gonna hear a little fumble of the nades, a couple of drop pieces. That's info that he will try and scavenge. But all that information is passed on to the only defender of this B site. The brittle hold of JDC solo with a FAMAS.
And last time they got 2 entry kills, and they still won the round. This time it's just the one. No one else is here to support. Zershin's gonna come in for a quick flank, but Torji's gotta try and hold on. But just a deagle. What are you supposed to do with that? Bomb gonna be planted, and Ence once again looking very comfortable.
Now that Ence have broken through and got the bomb down, Madden's mid-lurk coming in. Mouz are hung out to dry. Hung out to dry on map 1. It has been a story of Ence dominance in the first half, and the second is closed. One map away from